My word for 2021 is joy. And a few years back, God taught me what it looked like to choose joy in the midst of intense physical pain. So I came to understand that it's actually possible to experience joy in really tough circumstances. Nehemiah 8:10 says this: "Go and enjoy choice food and sweet drinks, and send some to those who have nothing prepared. This day is holy to our Lord. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength." So we can actually see that it's possible to experience joy in the middle of hardship, although it may be counterintuitive. But I think it's precisely what's required when we might otherwise shrink back in fear or begin to lose hope or maybe grieve over what we see happening all around us and sometimes even within us. But I think that, when we access God's joy, we gain this kind of soul strength that isn't necessarily making sense in light of what we're going through, but it's the kind of strength that bolsters our faith and renews our peace and strength in Him and actually reminds us of His unconditional love in our lives. I think we need to differentiate, though, between joy, the joy of the Lord, and know that it's not this kind of fleeting sense of happiness or some kind of mantra we adopt. And I don't even think it's dependent on the condition of our heart. I think it's this deep understanding of God's soul-nourishing care over our lives that allows us to celebrate even when it might not seem there's anything worth celebrating. As we look toward this new year amid these sort of uncertain times, I think we could be tempted to grow fearful or worry about God's provision in our lives or worry about what we see on the news. And at this point, we might even be growing weary or starting to lose hope, or maybe we're actually desperately lonely. But when we choose to embrace joy, effectively embracing God, it's a game changer. So this year, I hope that maybe you'll join me in growing in strength as we choose joy.